Remarkable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And fuck our champions! Good up, Pepe! Goal!
It doesn't get any better than that.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Game and Frame live stream coming to you live from the Sousa Sports Complex in Central Islip. My name is Francis Argueta, and we have another thrilling night of UPSL action. Second place Empire hosts league leaders New York Braveheart SC in what is going to be an early decisive result for the table. Empire is coming off a heated clash with East Coast FC. After multiple red cards and late game dramatics, Empire got the victory via an East Coast forfeit and 3-point deduction. Braveheart has a flawless 5 wins on the season and have allowed just 2 goals. Leading goal scorer Miguel Gonzalez scored his 4th goal of the spring last week in their 4-0 win over Future Soccer Academy. First place is on the line today, and Empire is stepping up to the challenge. Will Braveheart's undefeated start to the season continue, or will Empire strike the first blemish on their record? We will find out soon on Game and Frame. And today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag. The air case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR code to get 10% off and keep it fresh. We are just seconds away from kicking off here from the Sousa Sports Complex, Suffolk County, New York. We are in for an exciting match. First and second place. It is surely going to be a competitive match from start to finish. Both of these teams have allowed very few goals on the season so far. And with the starting lineup, we'll start with the home team, New York Empire, which you can see in all yellow jerseys with black numbers. In goal, it is Justin Silva, and they play with a back 3 of Trevor Henderson, Kendall Thomas, and Stephen Hollis. In the midfield is going to be Daniel Moya, Cooper Flax, and Nico Reynoso. And up top, it'll be Tim DeMay, Steven Rojas, Mason Chetty, and Luca Cosomora. For Braveheart, you see them in all black with light white to silver numbers. They play with the 4-3-3 today, and in net, it is going to be Luis Hurtado. And a back 4 of Godwin Party, Jack Slois, Wilson Quintero, and Nicolas Diaz, They have a midfield of Rico Carlos Puig, Bailon, and Daniel Bedoya. And up top, it'll be Miguel Gonzalez, leading goal scorer, Harry Cook, and Alan Martinez. And we have kickoff here from the Sousa Sports Complex. It is Braveheart, it is Empire, and it is on your way on Game and Frame. Braveheart is starting with the ball and possession. And they play side to side with the back defense, getting early action and rhythm going. Empire is going to put their very predicted pressure early on, and they get the ball back already with number 5. That is Mason Chetty, who recovers for Empire. There's a long kick from the Empire goalkeeper, and it goes to Jack Slice, who is going to handle that. Give it back to goalkeeper Luis Hurtado. Hurtado, nice ball there down the middle to Daniel Bedoya. Handles it well, pushing the ball up front, down to the right wing to Alan Martinez. Braveheart has gone off to an excellent start, the only undefeated 5-win team. Empire hasn't gotten off to a bad start themselves. What would have been a defeat last week got overturned after points were deducted to East Coast FC. And Empire will take all 3 points after a very big, tightly contested clash over in Nassau County. There's Puig launching a ball up front to the star man. Harry Cook lone forward up top, and Empire is able to regain possession. This is Trevor Henderson. Over to Cooper Flax. And nice pressure there by Nicolas Diaz, wins the ball back for Braveheart, but to give it right away. Not on the same page there with his teammate. Empire gets back possession. They look to switch the field to get some offense going early on. Ball looking for Mason Chetty, gets intercepted by Braveheart. Back and forth possession game so far. All the way back to the goalkeeper, Hurtado, in net once again. Keep playing back and forth. Empire will continue to press early on, trying to get possession back for the team. Home team trying to pull off a big victory. Braveheart come outside on the ball on that 50-50 challenge. Still can be anybody's possession. Henderson goes down and causes the foul, actually wins the foul for Empire, as that was called on Alan Martinez. And Empire start once again. This is Nico Reynoso, weighing his options. Goes back to Cooper Flax. Back to Nico. This is Daniel Moya. Trying to switch the field over to Tinda May, who does well with the touch, keep it in bounds, and has some help, goes back to Trevor Henderson. This is Kendall Thomas now. We have pretty good showing here from the Sousa Complex in Central Islip. Lovely weather all day long. We have some more lovely weather headed your way for Mother's Day tomorrow as well. Chetty trying to keep that ball in bounds. It goes all the way back to Luis Hurtado in net once again. Braveheart trying to start a counter attack going. Looks like both teams are still trying to feel each other out in the early stages of this match. There is a lot at stake in the league table between first and second place. And the New York Renegades are breathing down the neck of both these teams today. Nice move there by the Braveheart defender. Renegades, last season champs, and the season before that as well. Only has 4 games played on the season, so 1 less than these 2 teams today. They will be playing 3 games in the next 8 days, and here comes the Braveheart offense. There's a ball going to be put inside the box. Henderson deals with that well, and there's another inbound play for the Braveheart. Quick throw in there for Alan Martinez, does well to put it into the box. Defense to it first. Empire trying to get their offense going as well. DeMay looking for his options, trying to switch the field. That gets off the back of the Braveheart midfielder. That is Miguel Gonzalez, who is the leading goal scorer for Braveheart. 4 goals on the season, and is coming off a goal last week as well. A long shot there with the goalkeeper off his line, but ends in a goal kick for Braveheart. Braveheart is manned by Coach David Ramirez for tonight's match. Puig trying to send the ball up top, kicks it out of bounds for an Empire throw-in instead. Here comes Nico Reynoso now pushing the ball forward. Tim DeMay making a run down the right side. He can take a shot here, tries to put it inside the box, gets deflected by the defense. And that ball is still kept in play by Miguel Gonzalez. Trying to get it out of harm's way. Daniel Bedoya gives it away instead. Tim DeMay trying to put a ball into the box. Defense to it first. Puig with the back pass. Trying to push the ball forward. Give it away again to Stephen Hollis. Daniel Moya to Nico Reynoso. Reynoso taking a long shot. And again off target. Testing the goalkeeper early on. Tim DeMay is to that first. Once again, those long legs reach Trevor Henderson. Pushing the ball forward again. This is Steven Rojas, number 8. Puig trying to control the ball for his team. And here they go again. This is Bailon with the long ball looking for the leading goal scorer of the team, Gonzalez. 22 versus 22, and Henderson, the captain of Empires, to that first. Kept it inbound to Tim DeMay. That's one right back by Diaz of Braveheart. Gonzalez puts the ball into the box, and there's nobody there. Justin Silva will be to it instead. And Empire is off and running once again with Mason Chetty now. In comes the ball, looking for Chetty once again. He earned his team a penalty last week against East Coast with that speed of his, avoiding a tackle, and ended up in a penalty on the second challenge from East Coast. There's a long kick from Hurtado, looking for Harry Cook up front. And now they're switching the field over to Gonzalez. So once again, Gonzalez not able to control it this time. Daniel Moya looking for his options. Goes over to Henderson, and it's first 10 minutes down in this match. Still 0-0 between Empire and Braveheart. First and second place in the division. A win for Empire could be dethroning Braveheart from the first place position. And here they go, trying to make that happen. Chetty on the ball. Back to Rojas. Rojas again. Silva is in net on today's match. Giuseppe Vitali started last week against East Coast. They do a change in the net. And here's a long ball looking for Luca Cosomora, trying to keep it to Mason Chetty. Chetty takes a shot, and it is blocked by the defense. First real action and threat of the game by way of Empire, but handled well by the defense of Braveheart. Gonzalez dribbling down the left side, taking on 3, does well. Now this ball is going to Harry Cook. Harry back to Gonzalez, goes down in the box, says no, the ref, no pen. Clean tackle by Kendall Thomas. Trying to bring the ball forward, gets it intercepted by Bedoya, and they go off and running again with Puig. Nice tackle there by the midfield of Empire, and they get the ball back. Early threatening position from both teams, handled well by the defenses. 2 good defenses. Braveheart were trying to claim a handball. Ref says that was clean. Rojas off the turn. DeMay with the one-touch ball into the box, safely in the hands of Hurtado. The defenses of both teams are big reasons why they are first and second place in the table. Looking for Alan Martinez, Stephen Hollis intercepts instead. Another ball looking for Chetty, who has Rojas on the edge of the box. Intercepted first time, tries to put it in again. There's another shot that's gonna be taken if Luca can get to it. Defense got to it first though. Rojas keeps it in bounds. And a sliding tackle, ill-timed, creates the first foul and free kick for Braveheart. And that player's still down. We'll see if he needs to get extra attention there after that sliding tackle from Chetty, but he's back to his feet. It should be good to resume this game. Hurtado to take this free kick. Over to Jack Slice, number 35. This is Diaz. This is Miguel Gonzalez, who has some space down the left wing. Finds Daniel. Bedoya back to Gonzalez. Nice 1-2 there down the left wing. He's trying to take on Nico Reynoso. Puts the ball into the box, gets deflected into the hands of Justin Silva, who handles that threat and quickly starts the counter offense going. Good tackle there by Slice. Empire still on the ball. Nice move there by the midfielder, but that gets intercepted by Godwin Partey. This is Puig. Back to Slice. This is Diaz. Over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez was expecting the run by Diaz, but not on the same page to give the ball right back to Empire. Henderson trying to look for Tim DeMay. Gonzalez trying to win the ball back from Braveheart, but DeMay does it for Empire instead. They're off and running once again with Nico Reynoso. This is Luca. Back to Hollis. Henderson to DeMay. DeMay expecting the run from Rojas. Rojas does well to win it, but isn't able to keep it in bounds, and it goes out of bounds for Braveheart throw-in. Nico to Bedoya. Bedoya over to Quintero. Partey now. Partey's given the room. He's going to take it. Gives it over to Puig. Puig looking for a cross into the box. Henderson is to it first. And they were looking for the man up top. That is Harry Cook. But Trevor read that well. And Empire take care of the danger. Reynoso now. Nice back heel flick there. And once again, they're trying Hurtado, who is off his line. But so far, this strategy is not working for Empire. Alan Martinez. Bedoya was met there by a tackle from Cooper Flax, but comes out on top. And he puts the ball over to Wilson Quintero. Diaz asking for the ball over here, asking for the switch. Back and forth match up to this point between both teams. Neither has really taken a firm command of this game, but Empire's looking to do so now with Luka to give it away once again. Bedoya back to Diaz. Back to Captain Bedoya of Braveheart. First place Braveheart SC. Rojas will keep that in play. There are runs to be made. Back heel to Nico Reynoso. Does well to avoid the tackle. Reynoso was a man very much involved in last week's game versus East Coast. A very chippy and physical match. He was taking the brunt of a lot of those tackles from the East Coast squad. That game ended with at least 3 red cards to my recollection. And there's Mason Chetty, avoids the tackle well. He has runs to be made now. He can put a ball into the box or take a shot. And that gets deflected out of bounds instead for the first corner of the match by way of Empire. That speed of Chetty will be a big offensive threat for Braveheart's defense to take command of. Rojas to take this corner from the left flag. There are tons of tall players to look for, but that ball is not the best service. Bedoya on the counter, looks to launch that ball over for Miguel Gonzalez. Lands to Martinez, back to Gonzalez. Bedoya taken down, free kick in the middle of the field. Lifted up to Nicolas Diaz. First 20 minutes of the match, still 0-0 between Empire and Braveheart. A match which will further settle the first place position in the early part of the season. Nice move there by Diaz to go of Tim DeMay. Tim is asking for the flag for out of bounds, but that ball did not go out. They get a corner instead on the other side. First corner of the match for Braveheart. DeMay should have kept his run going regardless. It was a very tight play down the left wing. Stopped his run. And Diaz got a corner off the possession. Captain Daniel Bedoya will be taking this corner on the opposite side of the field. Here comes an incoming corner from Bedoya. It's a good ball, but it goes straight into the hands of goalkeeper Justin Silva. A long throw looking for Stephen Hollis, read well by Carles Puig. Puig can put another ball into the box if he has the room for it. Defended well by Luka, and it ends in a goal kick for Empire. Good defense there by the midfielder. Gets the ball back for the men in black and yellow. A long, powerful goal kick from Justin Silva, looking for Mason Chetty. Being defended by Quintero, who lifts the ball up for Alan Martinez. Martinez goes down, play on, says the ref. But possession goes over to Empire. DeMay on the ball now, looking for Chetty. That's a lovely ball, but it goes just above the head of Chetty. Has to regain his composure to put a ball into the box for Rojas. Looks to have made contact, but Hurtado was well positioned to take care of that possession.
for all the kids right now, we're gonna have a contest.
This is
at the
Miguel
back.
Gonzalez.
So if you
Gives it
want
away
to
to Trevor Henderson
give
once
a
again.
t-shirt to the person who wins. So all the kids, we also have free face painting.
Daniel Moya
Everybody wants to
over to
do a
Chetty.
nice painting in your face, and we also have candy. So all the kids
Defenses
over here,
of both
we're gonna have
sides
contest
showed
so
up
you
to
can
play
win a
today,
free
just like they
t-shirt.
have in every other game of the season. But given away there, and a late foul call there by the referee has Braveheart upset. Nonetheless, it'll be an Empire free kick. Okay, so Empire will take the free kick. Early stages of the match, still no goal to separate us for the evening. Chetty has been well positioned up to this point. Gonzalez on the opposing side of the field as well. Kendall Thomas here. Lifts the ball over to Stephen Hollis, who has tons of time and space to work with. This is Flax. Flax looking for Reynoso. Not able to connect that time. This is Bailon. Over to Cook. This is Jack Slice. Over to Quintero, back to Hurtado. Over to Jack Slice now. Defensive Empires picking up. And they force the turnover by Braveheart once again. Looks like the strategy for them is to put pressure on the goalkeeper of Braveheart. They're taking long distance shots on him and also pressing when he's on the ball. Chetty's on it now. Chetty takes a shot, and Chetty finds the back of the net for the first goal of the night. Mason Chetty opens up the scoring for Empire. There is the opening they were waiting for and looking for most of the first half. They find it by way of their starting forward, Mason Chetty, who scores once again. It is Empire 1, Braveheart 0. They were tempting that pass in earlier stages of the match. And this time they connected and executed the play to perfection. And Party gives it away quickly for Justin Silva to take possession. 25 minutes in, Empire has the lead. Daniel Moya tempting Cook to defend. Kendall Thomas on the ball now. Risky pass, but it lands to Nico Reynoso. And that gets lofted forward again, looking for Mason Chetty. Quintero's to it first. Luca putting pressure. And Hurtado kicks that as far as he can. And looks like it's gonna land to Gonzalez. Makes a couple moves there. Takes on DeMay. Now finds Bedoya. Out to the left wing to Diaz. Martinez with the long ball looking for Cook. Kendall Thomas is to it first. And there's a free kick for Braveheart. I believe that is Puig that goes down. Still no yellow cards in this match. And now Braveheart now has allowed just their third goal on the season. And there plenty of more game to be played tonight. We have about a little less than 20 minutes to go in the first half and another 45 to go right after. Bedoya to take this free kick. Nice ball looking for Quintero. There's a volley blocked by the Empire defense. Slice flicks that on, only for it to land to Silva. They're looking for the quick counter. Rojas tries to handle that ball and is gonna land to Flax here. And there's a big tackle there by Puig. Reynoso taking offense to that challenge. And a yellow card shown now to Puig. First yellow of the match goes to Carlos Puig. Not sure if that was for the challenge or for the back talk to the ref, but nonetheless, he gets the first booking of the match. Something to look for the remainder of this match. Really is a lovely night here in Central Islip. Very little wind. That wasn't the case earlier. Very windy morning. But that has cooled down. The ball lands for Braveheart. That is Puig on the ball. Put forward further up for Gonzalez, looking for Cook. Defense to that ball first. Empire doing well on recovering on those counterattacks. Goes all the way back to Silva. The May comes out on top, looking for Luca Kozomora. Back to the May. The May goes down, and there's another free kick for Empire. We'll take this opportunity to remind you to tune in to Game and Frame tomorrow, Mother's Day special here as the New York Athletic Club faces Pan Cyprian Freedoms, 12:15 in the Metropolitan Conference of the APSL. Austiners FC faces New Haven United FC at 7 p.m. in the North Atlantic Conference of the NPSL. The New York Renegades face the East Coast FC in a big-time matchup. The same division, UPSL Premier, Northeast American North. And also Richmond County faces Greek Americans at 8 p.m. in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. All those games you can catch on your Game and Frame live stream. That ball finds the stands and lands for Braveheart. They get up and rolling quickly. This is Alan Martinez looking for Gonzalez, but Henderson well positioned yet again. There's another throw in for Braveheart. Taking quickly, this is Martinez now. Looking for an opening, puts a ball into the box and safely into the hands of Justin Silva once again. Silva this time telling his players to slow down, take a breath, get in position, but they give it away anyway. This is Puig now on the ball. He can take a shot here. He does, and it goes into the back of the net for the equalizer. It is Puig, 1-1 for Braveheart. Empire this time weren't able to get out of their own half without giving the ball away quickly. Puig took full advantage and he ties this game up at 1 apiece. We have a whole new ball game headed into halftime and what is left of this first half. Funny enough, the one time that Silva held the ball trying to get his players in position, that was the time to give the ball away off the kickoff from the goalie, and it ends in a goal for Braveheart as they have equalized this match. And we have 13 minutes to go And there's another ball lifted into the box. Cook trying to get on the other end of that. Reynoso trying to get out of harm's way. Lands to Puig instead. And there's a save there by goalkeeper. Stops that ball with his foot this time. And Puig looks to be on a mission after getting that yellow card. No fooling around this time by Justin Silva. Looking for Rojas up top. This is Quintero. Over to Partey, who lifts the ball forward for the goal scorer of the match for Braveheart. Puig being defended by Luca. Luca still on him. That ball goes out, and it's going to be a goal kick for Empire. Empire did not hold their lead for long. This is now a tied game. And we have a little over 10 minutes to go in the first half. DeMade, lovely touch there, looking for Rojas, trying to get around Slice, but Slice recovers well. And that goes off the referee. That has to be a ball back for Braveheart. There's Partey lifting it up once again to Puig. Puig into the box. Corner once again, Braveheart. Another set piece to defend for the black and yellow. Looks like it is going to be Captain Bedoya once again on the delivery.
Okay, remember all the
This Empire squad does look to have the height advantage over Braveheart.
you have a contest.
We'll see what Braveheart does and come up with to get around that.
Remember that we
In comes the service.
painting for the kids.
Empire to it first.
So come with your let's play.
They get the rebound as well. Looking for Flax. They give it away. Martinez will try to put another ball into the box. In it goes. There's Partey. It lands to Puig once again. And Empire this time is able to respond. Cooper Flax holding the ball off. This is Stephen Hollis. Flax lifting the ball off for Chetty. Chetty will try to get there. He does. Now can he get the shot off? Not on the same page as his teammate. Flax putting pressure quickly on Diaz, making sure he doesn't get past him. Quintero has some space here. He tries to look for Alan Martinez. Trevor Henderson was to it first. Less than 10 minutes to go. It is a tie game in this first half, coming to you live from Sousa Sports Complex in Central Islip. Martinez avoiding tackles, finds Bailon. He switches the field over to Daniel Bedoya. Over to Partey now. Gonzalez looking for his 5th goal on the season. This time wasn't there. Cooper Flax on the counterattack now. They have some numbers. He finds Rojas. And Rojas takes a shot and it goes above the crossbar. It's almost as if he had too much time there. And Hurtado happy to see that go overboard. Take this time to tell you that today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag. The air case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR code to get 10% off and keep it fresh. Bedoya goes down in the middle of the field, and they get a free kick out of it. Quickly taken, looking for Gonzalez on the left wing, taking on Tim. Gonzalez now trying to put a ball for Cook, and was not able to find him this time. Cook has been relatively uninvolved up to this point. The intention has been clear, trying to find the man up top for Braveheart, but this Empire defense has done well to prevent that from happening. That ball lands to Partey, who's not able to keep it in bounds. This has been a very much even match up to this point. Mason Chetty opened up the scoring, and Carles Puig soon after evened it up with an outside the box shot, which bounced into the back of the net to have us settled at this 1-1 draw. And there was a hard tackle there. There was a play on clearly, which is Braveheart is complaining about. But the ref had to stop the game to award the first booking of the match to Empire. At least it looks like he will. We'll see if he takes out the yellow card. And I don't think he is, which is going to further frustrate Braveheart, considering they were clearly on a play-on situation and there was no yellow card awarded. Nonetheless, Bedoya takes his free kick. Thomas is to it first. And I believe that's going to be another throw-in for Braveheart. We have a little over 5 minutes to go in this first half. Will we see another goal for one of these teams to take the lead? Partey lifts the ball up, looking for Puig, the goal scorer of the match for Braveheart. He's able to get to that ball. Now this is Gonzalez, who's in a dangerous part of the field. Gonzalez can take the shot. He does. It is off the woodwork for a goal kick for Empire. And there's a sigh of relief there for the black and yellow as that ball did not find the back of the net. Would have been Gonzalez's 5th goal of the season. It wasn't to be. Justin Silva, the relieved man of the match now. Bedoya once again looking for Partey. Partey puts a one-time ball into the box. Silva not able to hold that the first time. He's able to regain possession. And Braveheart is putting the pressure on this black and yellow squad. But now this is Nico Reynoso. He's off and running. He could take the shot, and he goes out of the box, and there's a clear penalty for Empire. Reynoso did well, and it looked like he had lost possession of the ball, and that Braveheart were going to be off and running on the counter-attack. Instead, there's a foul called on the defense, and Empire has a chance to go on top once again right before halftime. Don't believe a card was shown on that tackle. Ref has held his cards. I believe Puig has been the only man booked in this match. Looks like Cooper Flax will be the man to take the spot and take the shot. Flax Hurtado one-on-one. Who will come out on top? Ref blows his whistle. Flags to the spot. And flags off the woodwork, off the rebound. But there's an offside call by the referee. It is an offside decision which nullifies the goal for Empire. Flax was not able to convert from the spot. And Hurtado not able to give a clean free kick, but they get it off anyway. This is Gonzalez on the other end. And a lovely time tackle there by Henderson. Wins the ball back for Empire. Opportunity missed there from the men in black and yellow. There could have been a goal on top heading into halftime on the league leaders. But still, they'll work with this tie. Can they open up the scoring anyway? Chetty is off and running once again. Tries to pull a ball into the box, gets deflected instead. And it goes out of bounds. Empire will get possession back once again. Blacks wanted to go for the chip there over Hurtado, and it did not work out this time. Put a little too much sauce on that attempt. And dangerously given away there. That's got to be a yellow card for Empire. And it is. Daniel Moya gets the first booking of the match for the men in yellow. Now they are even on yellow cards. Puig for Braveheart, Moya for Empire. We have about 30 seconds left of regular time here. 1-1 score from the Sousa Sports Complex. Very tightly contested match up to this point. Expect more of the same in the second 45. We'll also see soon how much time is added. In the meantime, Bedoya takes his free kick, lifts it inside. Silva to it first, is only able to punch it out. Bailon trying to put a ball into the box once again. And Moya tried to avoid the corner, but is unsuccessful in doing so. Braveheart will have another opportunity to put a cross into the box. We have 45 minutes down. We are now in extra time. Martinez will put this ball in, and it looks like an offside call is made off the corner. Coach can't be too pleased about that one. Empire is, though. As now Silva will take this free kick. Silva, powerful kick once again, looking for Reynoso in the middle of the field. Braveheart comes out on top. This is Martinez now. Nice tackle once again from Henderson. And now this is Rojas. Trying to use that speed once again. Bailon able to recover for Braveheart. And that is Diaz, who's not able to keep it in bounds. And now the May trying to make a move. Reynoso being swarmed by men in this dark navy jersey. Reynoso plays it back. This is Luca Kozomora. Cook. Rare involvement in the match up to this point, but they give it away again. And there is a halftime whistle. Referee signals to a break in play. It is going to be a 1-1 draw heading into halftime for the Empire Mason Chetty opened up the scoring, and soon after, Puig evened it up for Braveheart. Keep your eyes on our broadcast for our fresh plays of the month, and keep it locked in with Game and Frame for the second 45 minutes of this match.
Quick release for Hernandez. You know Hernandez is going to get there. Got some work to do. It's one man taking on an army, and it is Hernandez. He took on hell with a squirt gun, and he quenched the flames. Justine Nunez Hernandez, an impressive stamp on the match.
Foxy. There's a shot, and K-Zune beats it away again.
About it. They don't want to let this opportunity pass without equalizing. Fake shot, fake. The third shot, low and a goal! A couple dummies and a low shot makes this game 1-1.
Right side is net. Can he bend it around the wall? He's gone for it, and it's tipped over the crossbar. Lovely fingertip save by Perez. Let's see if it's enough to stop them. Joe Holland. Once again, Perez called into action.
Now Trot. Cross.
Oh my word! What a goal! What a team goal from New York International! Back to the captain with a lot of space. Crossed inside, using his chest. Aristotle Zazulin to the rescue! As now his defensive expertise put to the test. Diaz trying to shield the ball away from Diallo. Diallo squeezing past. Phil with the assist! Goal! South Bronx United!
The ball is back into play. Beautiful work, Winder with the nutmeg.
Room to move here. This is Waring again. Waring puts it into the middle. Doggart! Doggart! They can't clear it off the line! Orson Doggart puts the finishing touch.
Shango can't quite keep it. Yo, pick it up. Dangerous area. Malachi with a shot. Beautiful save from the keeper.
Now he's on. Kamara's on sides. Kamara gets around the keeper. This could be it. Could finish. It's two. That's the final whistle. Polonia seals the deal in the last kick of the game. What an effort there by Kamara.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
We are waiting to get this game rolling once again for the second half. Just has some fireworks action here in the corner coming from the Long Island Ducks ballpark. Never a dull night here in Long Island. We do have some substitutions that we'll announce to you once this ball gets rolling. .45 here from the Sousa Sports Complex. We're just waiting on the signal from the main official to get this ball rolling once again.
Okay, just reminder for the kids, remember we have free face painting, we're also selling t-shirts.
There is a whistle from the referee to get this going once again. It is New York Empire 1, Braveheart FC 1. Ball goes in for early action, looking for Steven Rojas. Handled well by Hurtado in net. Looks like London Wheeler comes on for Braveheart, sporting the number 7. If there are any more moves, we will sure to be telling you and letting you know. There is the aforementioned sub that gets the ball from the goal kick of Hurtado. We had a bit of explanation as to why that penalty got nullified. It went straight off the crossbar, nobody else touched it. So by rule, the penalty taker cannot touch the ball twice without interference or involvement from anybody else. So that is why Empire's second penalty did not count. And this game is still tied. And there's action by Puig. He scored the first of Braveheart. He cuts inside. He's gonna make another move to take the shot. He does, and it goes far wide. Waiting on the signal from the referee. It looks like it's gonna be a corner. That shot was deflected by Empire. Puig was looking for his second goal of the match. For Braveheart, big strategy will be to get Cook more involved in this match. In the meantime, here comes the free kick, corner. Deflection, lands to the goalkeeper. Not able to connect that time. Braveheart, despite the height advantage, have been the ones with more threatening positions off the corners up to this point. DeMay gets going, looking for Chetty, the goal scorer of Empire, not able to find him that time. There was also a penalty miss off the crossbar in the first half by Cooper Flax. Empire has had opportunities to take the lead once again, but has not been able to convert. Rojas now makes a move, does well to hold off the defense. This is Chetty pushing forward. Read well by Partey. Avoids the tackle as well. And here is Gonzalez on the other end, the goal scorer of Braveheart. 4 goals on the season, is looking for his 5th. Good moves there to avoid the challenge. Further out right, this is Diaz. And Martinez takes the shot, deflected, no handball, says the referee. We play on. Reynoso pushing forward. Met by the midfielder of Braveheart, and he wins the challenge and the free kick. That is Puig. Also the only man booked in the first half for Braveheart SC. Puig still over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez cross into box, looking for Cook. Cook finds it, and it's off the crossbar. That crossbar has been the man of the match of today's match. It's prevented a couple of goals from entering the back of the net so far. This is Slice. Good to see for Braveheart. Cook getting involved. They'll try to do it again if Diaz can get to this ball, and he's not able to do so. It's going to be a throw-in for Empire. Doesn't look like there's any substitutions on Empire's side of things. They go with the same 11 of the first half. Thomas defending Cook. And Hollis trying to clear that. Lands to the sub for Braveheart instead. Byron trying to get on the other end of that. Not able to do it first time. Still anybody's ball here. It lands to, believe that is Diarra that also got subbed on. That is correct. Musa Diarra, sporting the number 16, is also a second half sub for Braveheart. Thomas, powerful header there to get rid of the danger, but they give it right back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez cutting inside further. He can take a long shot, and he does, and is a couple feet above the crossbar for a goal kick by way of Justin Silva. Henderson now with the long ball looking for Chetty. Empire going to be playing today without Naeem Charles up top. Kyrol Aaron is an option on the bench. There's a long ball looking for Diaz now. Looking to take his man one-on-one. That is Luca. And it lands to Wheeler, but he's not able to get to the second attempt. Rojas now. Given away to Bailon. And Bailon complaining that he got nipped in the back of the heel there, but no call by the referee. Martinez over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looks to be aiming for another shot or a cross into the box. He goes for the cross, not able to connect with anybody that time. Once again, looking for Chetty up top, who had some speed to him. It is a task of Partey to defend him on this left corner. Reynoso looking for Rojas. He gets a back touch to Chetty, but he's not able to control it that time, and it goes out for a goal kick for Braveheart. First 7 minutes down of the second half, still 1-1. The two yellows of the match go to Daniel Moya, excuse me, as well as Rico Carles Puig. Hurtado with the goal kick. Hollis there to it first. Lands to Rojas. Lifts the ball further up the field for Chetty. Slice is trying to handle that. Goes back to Hurtado. And Hurtado kicks it away. Hollis with the long throw, trying to predict the run by Rojas, but too strong of a throw there. It goes out of balance for a Braveheart goal kick. For Empire, they have a couple matches after today. Currently in third place. That is correct. Correction from earlier. Renegades is in second place right now. But they have a match less played. And as mentioned earlier in the broadcast, they had 3 games to play in the next 8 days, excuse me. Braveheart is on the offensive once again. Diaz will look to put in a cross. Not if Luca can prevent that from happening. Doesn't get past the first man. is Rojas. Rojas loses it, and a sliding tackle not timed well enough there. Gets it back to London Wheeler and earns the second yellow of the match for Empire. It goes to Steven Rojas. And there's going to be a sub taking place for Empire. Tim DeMay coming off. Believe that is Kirill Aaron that is making his way on the pitch. Partey, where was he going with that one? Not able to tell there, is far off target. Empire will be glad to see it go out of bounds for a goal kick. For Braveheart, after today, they face the Renegades in what is going to be another big challenge. The Empire gives it away. There's a ball looking for the shot, which is just inches off target. That was Puig looking for his second goal of the match. Empire now is the luckier of the two sides with these shots and crosses being off target. They missed a couple of opportunities in the first half to take the lead. After the Renegades, Braveheart face 7th place Future Soccer Academy along with East Coast FC that is trying to rebound after their second point deduction of the season. And that happened last week against this Empire squad. We have 11 minutes down in the second half. Still no change in score. Ball looking for, I believe that is Kendall Thomas making the run. Not able to get to it that time. Gonzalez pushing the efforts forward. Over to Cook. Cook into the middle of the field, but too strong of a touch there. Gives it right back to Empire. And this is Chetty trying to make the run on Partey, but that ball didn't find him that time. There's a tackle there by Luca. And to his surprise, the foul is called on him. No, excuse me, nope, that is a Braveheart ball. Diaz drops it down for Puig. Puig had Reynoso lost there. And there's another foul called on Puig. No yellow card shown this time. Puig was very much involved in the offense in the first half leading up to that first goal of the match. Still very involved in the second half. This ball will be put into the box by Martinez and does a quick touch, and that's offside. It could have worked if they timed it better, but the run by Cook was too quick. And Empire gets it back, but they give it right back anyway. This is Gonzalez now pushing forward. Has the support in the back. That is Bailon, Jordan Bailon, sporting the number 5. Martinez trying to avoid the tackle of Reynoso. Goes down just outside the edge of the box. And another dangerous position for this free kick. Silva will have to set up his wall once again. This time even closer is the mark. This is a very makeable position. Martinez looks to be taking this right-footed, where the angle looks like it would suit better for a left footer, but Braveheart has confidence in Martinez. If he times it well, he can curl this around the wall, but we'll see what he does. Alan Martinez with the free kick, straight to the wall it goes, and on the rebound, goes over the crossbar. Looks like another sub is going to take place for Empire. I believe that is MG Goose that is going to make his way onto the pitch in place of Steven Rojas. Empire has plenty of great options coming off the bench. 2 guys that could easily start for their team. Kirill Aaron, accustomed to starting many matches today, comes off the bench. And Goose always provides a spark and tons of energy when he makes his way onto the pitch. Party wins that duel to the ball. Diaz not able to keep that in bounds. Martinez looks to have won the ball back from Braveheart. What can he do with it now? Surrounded by yellow jerseys, he finds Puig. Puig has an opening. He puts it further outside to Cook, who takes a shot and scores a goal to put his team back on top. Braveheart takes the lead. It is Harry Cook who makes it 2 goals to 1. They weren't able to find him often in the first 45 minutes, but in the second half, they put a stronger effort, and that time it paid off. Harry Cook with the number 9 scores the second goal of the match to take the lead. Stay in first place. Braveheart has not been accustomed to playing games from a losing position. Today, so far, they were losing. Then they tied it. And after a couple of missed penalties from Empire, a couple of missed opportunities for both teams, Empire not able to convert, but Braveheart is that time. And this is still without a goal from Miguel Gonzalez, who has the leading goal scoring mark of Braveheart. And give it away right again. Wheeler pushing the efforts forward now. He takes a shot, and it is far off target. Looks like it is going to be a corner. Braveheart getting more comfortable as the time progresses in this match. Empire will need a quick response, just like Braveheart found it after going down 1-0. Comes the corner into the box, goes past everybody for an Empire throw-in. Looks like it'll still be Braveheart ball here on the other side. They are in the very dark blue navy jerseys. Empire in yellow, and there's a shot taken. And what a save there by Silva. First big time save of the match goes by way of Justice Silva. Braveheart were ready to celebrate their third goal. But a beautiful dive from the goalkeeper forces a corner instead. Here comes another attempt. Into the box it goes. Kendall Thomas is to it first for Braveheart, for Empire, excuse me. And it lands to Diarra. And there's a lot shot cross combination that goes off target. And Silva will have a goal kick to work with. That doesn't find anybody and it goes out of bounds instead. To control it on the second attempt. Lurking was Diaz. Nico Reynoso now on the ball. Over to Henderson. Slice. Timed that to perfection to get it back for Braveheart. Thomas, nice footwork there to control it. Over to Ciso it goes. This is Chetty now. Excuse me, that is Reynoso. Over to Kirol Aaron. Hasn't been too involved since coming on the match. Back to Flax, who unfortunately missed a penalty in the first half. Goose, not able to control it on that attempt. There's a free kick called for Braveheart. It's another free kick called. Empire doesn't seem to agree with the call, but Braveheart get another free kick to work with. Keep your eyes on the Game and Frame broadcast tomorrow, May 11th. We have a couple more games headed your way. First, it'll be New York Athletic Club with versus Pan Cyprian Freedoms at 12:15. UPSL Metropolitan Conference action as Braveheart give it away quickly. Goose now. One-man army trying to push forward. It gets a deflection. It lands to Goose. He can take a shot. And it gets past Hurtado as they tie the goal. They tie the game up with Goose. Gets himself involved. Gets an unfortunate bounce. And finds the back of the net to beat Hurtado. This game is tied once again. We get rolling once again. It was mentioned as soon as he came on, the reason why he's such a great substitute for the team is his instant impact and energy. He was in an unfavorable position, 1-on-4, but he still managed to get the fortunate bounce and beat Hurtado to tie this game up at 2 apiece. Diarra now gets that ball intercepted. This is Thomas over to Luca. Diaz is always looking to time that tackle every time they try to find Luca down the left wing. And that time he won the ball back for Braveheart. He has Gonzalez in the middle of the field, goes over to Diarra instead. And this is Gonzalez now pushing forward to Alan Martinez. Gonzalez making moves, puts a ball across the box, safely into the hands of Justin Silva. We'll finish that read as Austiners FC faces New Haven United FC at 7 p.m. in the NPSL North Atlantic Conference. New York Renegades face East Coast FC at 7:30 in the UPSL Premier Northeast American North Conference. And to finish the night, it'll be Richmond County FC facing the Greek Americans at 8 p.m. in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. All those games you can catch on your Game and Frame live stream. Looks like Luca Kozamara will be making way for another substitution of Empire. That'll be Carlos Martinez entering the pitch with the number 4. He gets the ball right away, finds MG Goose. Goose looking for Chetty. Partey won that duel. Partey holds the ball. About 18 minutes to go of the second half, and it is a tied game once again. That pass looking for Wheeler was read well by Kendall Thomas. Thomas clears it as far away as he can. Bylon wins it for Braveheart. This is Martinez trying to make a move. Ciso wins it instead, but right back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking for Cook. Wheeler gets to the ball. Looking once again for Martinez. Over to Puig. Great time tackle there, says the referee, no foul. And Empire is looking to get a counterattack offense going. This is Cooper Flax. Over to Kiro Aaron. Aaron has some speed to him. Diarra, great defensive work there to earn the foul for Braveheart. It had been Mason Chetty and MG Goose for Empire. Puig. And Harry Cook have scored for Braveheart. And Cook has another chance to score. Gives it off, looking for Diaz instead. That's get intercepted by Martinez. This is Stephen Hollis now. And not able to connect with Flax. Giving right back. This is Diarra, 16 for Braveheart. Martinez continues. Gonzalez now can be a dangerous man on the ball if given the space, and Ciso knew that, so he wins it back for Empire. Henderson trying to clear the ball forward, lands to MG Goose. And now Cooper Flax with some space to work with. Flax still on the ball. Goose waiting and asking for it. He gets it now. Goose taking on his defender. Looks to be putting it across into the box. Diarra's to it first. And they win a goal kick. As that ball looks to have gone off Goose. We have about 15 minutes to go in the second half between Braveheart and Empire. Braveheart have allowed their third and fourth goals of the season. Basically doubled their goal tally against tonight. Over it goes to Diarra, being defended by Aaron. Diarra does well to avoid the tackle from MG Goose, but Aaron does well on defense to win it back. There's a sliding challenge by Sisso. Puig now, defended by Thomas. Kicked out of bounds for another throw-in for Braveheart. Looks to be another substitution coming on the pitch for Empire. Mason Chetty exits. In comes the ball for Braveheart. Martinez, there's a cross. Goes out of bounds, still Braveheart ball. Believe that is to Empire. This is Sisso now. Over to Joseph Banfo. To Empire. This is Sisso now. Over to Joseph Banfo. Banfo over to Hollis now, who can put a cross into the box. He does. Too strong though. Cooper will try to keep it in. He does. Good effort there by the midfielder. Aaron now tries to switch the field. Puig gets tackled from the back by Reynoso. No card shown. Things have kind of slowed down for a bit. Still a tied game here from Sousa Sports Complex. Everything to play for. Braveheart trying to keep their undefeated streak alive. And here comes the ball for Harry Cook, who has Trevor Henderson on him. He puts the ball into the box and are not able to convert. Puig was looking for his second goal of the match, but he puts it far wide. Another sigh of relief for the side of Empire, as that easily could have put Braveheart up once again. And we have 10 minutes to go of regular time in the second half. Still a tied game. Braveheart looking to keep first place alive. Renegades will have an opportunity to overtake them if they can't find a victory in today's match. As mentioned earlier, the next match for this Braveheart squad is Renegades, so next week will also be a crucial match to be played for the table. There's a long ball looking for Goose. Partey does well to read that tackle, and Goose fouls Partey to get the ball back for Braveheart. Hurtado switches the field over to Diarra, who was wide open, but that pass wasn't the best from the goalkeeper. That is why Joseph was able to win it back for Empire. Hollis now. Over to Flax. Nice challenge there by Martinez. Wins it back, and Puig is pushing full forces forward. Another Martinez there. Carlos Martinez commits a foul, and there's another yellow card shown for Empire. I have to say, they may have a case. That did look like a clean shoulder-to-shoulder tackle, but the main official did not see it that way. And Trevor Henderson now gets the booking. That was very clearly for dissent. So referee does not want to hear any back talk. 2 men booked on that same play. Trevor, usually cool, calm demeanor, must have been very upset to earn himself that yellow card. Now Puig in the middle of the field has an opportunity to put this for a cross or take the shot himself. 4 men behind the wall of Empire. There comes the cross into the box, and the set pieces have not been working for either side in today's game. The one time it did work and found the back of the net. Fortunately, Braveheart was not able to time their runs, and it ended up in an offside call. There's still a packed crowd here from Central Islip as fans of both sides are looking to see who is going to be the better team this evening and take all 3 points. As things stand now, it'll be points shared. Goose not able to connect that time with Hollis. This draw would be the second draw of the season for Empire, the first for Braveheart. There's still a little less than 6 minutes to go of regular time as Goose fouls once again. Here goes the ball, looking for Gonzalez. Kiro Aaron does well to win the ball first. Here goes Empire, done well there to find the opening for Cooper Flax. Goes left wide for Stephen Hollis, who cuts inside, back to Cooper. Cooper 1-2 trying to work it there, but Puig able to intercept that for Braveheart. Avoids the sliding tackle of Reynoso. And he finds Martinez now. Martinez puts a ball into the box. And the other Martinez of Empire wins it, but the rebound lands to London Wheeler, who can take a shot here. He finds the pass instead. He finds Cook on the edge of the box. He gets it back on the outside position. Wheeler hasn't been able to get too involved since coming on in the second half. There's a long ball looking for Hollis, coming from Hollis, excuse me, and another offside call on the opposite end of the field. Looks like Cooper Flax will be exiting the pitch. I believe that is Wilbur Gomez coming on in his place, who has started the last couple of matches for Empire. Braveheart haven't made too many more subs since the ones that came on at halftime. This is one of them. It lands to Diarra, pushing full steam ahead. Diarra could take this himself if he wanted to. He does. It deflects. And to get the ball back, I believe that was an offside or handball call. And Stephen Hollis has room to work with. Goes over to Wilbur Gomez. Martinez with a long ball. He was targeting Banfo. It bounces off to Hurtado instead. 3 minutes left of regular time in this match. Tie game 2 apiece between New York Empire and New York Braveheart. Big match in the title hopes of both teams. Martinez finds the ball over to Wheeler. Wheeler puts the ball into the box. And there's a good timed header by Henderson. It lands to Wheeler though. Still not a harm's way. This is Puig. Puig makes a move, cuts inside, and a nice timed tackle. Earns a corner for Braveheart. Wilbur Gomez timed that sliding challenge to perfection. And Braveheart will have another corner to work with. Here comes the corner from Alan Martinez. Goes off the back of Stephen Hollis. And Puig earns another corner for Braveheart. Martinez take two from the same side of the pitch. Here comes the corner from Martinez. Still Braveheart ball. And they give it right away to Empire. This could look like a positive result for Empire as opposed to Braveheart, who would be dropping points for the first time this season, but don't think Empire will be satisfied with just a 1 point share. They are going for all three, but so is Braveheart. Cook. Slice drops it down for Braveheart, gives it away to Goose. Bamfo now back to Goose. Here it goes on the opposite side of the pitch for Stephen Hollis, who does not make good contact this time. Far off target for a goal kick. 15 seconds left of the 90, plus whatever time is added by the referee. We are looking at a tie game, closing seconds or minutes of the match. 90 minutes are completed. We are now in extra time, and the ball is given away to Braveheart. Looking on the counter is Miguel Gonzalez, pushing the ball over to Alan Martinez. And Thomas recovers on time, and they force another corner from the same side of the pitch. That was a lovely thread of the needle pass from Miguel Gonzalez. Martinez was in a good position, but Keno Thomas recovered just in time. Here comes another corner attempt. Diarra looked to have won that challenge, but it bounces into the hands of Justin Silva, who will take his time. Gomez fighting for that ball with Nicolas Diaz. Puig now over to Gonzalez. 1 minute down of extra time. Jordan Bailon over to Musa Diarra. Back to Bailon, who has some room for a cross. He puts it into the box, and it's deflected out. And there is a full-time whistle. It ends in a 2-2 draw between the New York Braveheart and New York Empire. From the Sousa Sports Complex in Central Islip, my name is Francis Argueta, here with Roberto for Game and Frame. It ends in a draw for UPSL action. We'll see you again next time.